Good morning, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see who we've got on this morning. All right. Good to have you, Pamela. You know, as I was thinking about, by the way, I'm home today, working on content that we're going live with in January. It's been an awesome process called the Ultimate Listing Machine course, which is really a step-by-step on how to take any real estate agent to that next level. And it doesn't matter if you're like my good friend Ryan Chido, who's a $50 million individual producer out of Naples, who's always looking to get the slight edge, always looking to learn a little bit something new. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Dollenberg? Good to have you on. And if there's anything specific you guys want me to cover, any questions, please ask. Ryan Chido, $50 million producer, always calling me once a week, just say, hey, how's it going? This is what's happening, you know, looking for that slight edge, right? Or for somebody who's just starting out, right? And like my wife, just what are the building blocks of greatness in real estate? How can I get this machine, get this engine going from somebody who's never, you know, sold anything, etc. And the Ultimate Listing Machine course is, what is it? It's based on the fundamentals of real estate, but also the fundamentals of modern day marketing, because so much has changed, and those changes have really confused a lot of people and has the industry really disjointed, you know, and because of the shiny ball syndrome, right? This CRM, this CRM does that, well, this CRM does this plus that, and can integrate with, you know, all the major lead aggregators, and then this one we can put artificial intelligence behind. So you have all these things like, what the hell is artificial intelligence, and what the heck is this, that, and everything, right? So what we've done at Wrap Success is we've taken everything that is relevant and needed and put it all into one single system. So you don't have to log into 17 different things to run your real estate business as modern day marketing platform. And also your traditional platform, which is past clients, people, you know, rolling your sleeves up and talking to people on the phone, which is ultimately what we all need to be very, very good at. But as I thought about our session today, I was thinking about the fact that I like watching the Golick and Wingo show, right? And Trey Wingo and Mike Golick. I got away from politics, was just a real bringing me down. Although I have strong political beliefs, I just decided to follow the advice I've given people in my events over the years and just cut the media right out of your life and watch what happens to your psyche, right? Not to say we shouldn't be informed Americans, because we should. Not to say that we shouldn't vote, because voting is just so important, and have a belief and our stance on it. But if you dive into the day-to-day, it cannot help but destroy your mindset. It really can. And I just felt myself watching it and getting irritated to the point where, like, why am I watching this, you know? So I went to sports, which to me is awesome. Sports is my passion. I love sports. So I watched the Golick and Wingo show, and I'm thinking about that show, and I'm engaged, right? I'm listening to the banter, the conversation, things I agree with, things I don't agree with. What's up, Michelle? Marinelli, state where you guys are from. Ronald, if you could tell me where you're from. Camelia, let me know where you guys are from. I know Nicole's from Naples, Florida, or Southwest Florida. But now I'm watching this show and I like it, and all of a sudden it goes to what? It goes to a little bit of a, you know, the Golick and Wingo are talking about, you know, their sponsors, right? What's up, Jim Neal? I know Jim Neal's from Naples too. You know, they go to their sponsors. Why? Because without the sponsors, that show doesn't exist. We know that, right? So, you know, that's where the money is. And certain people see that. They get their Coral Springs, Florida. Oh, gosh, been there many, many times. Okay. I actually lived for a while. I did a project. I lived off of Daniels in Fort Myers in a place called Paseo. I don't know if you're familiar with that, across from Fiddlesticks. Anyway, the point and message I'm driving home to you guys is, how do you leverage social media the right way? Right? My events, and I do seminars. I'll do 78 live events here in 2020, and my event schedule starts in November. I speak and I engage people for three, sometimes 3.5 hours, depending on how long the stories go. And I take a break, and during that break, I bring up my sponsors. Without the sponsors, I can't do this program, right? And the sponsors win because they're able to introduce themselves to a group of people through reciprocity by serving and giving and helping people grow first. They grow second, right? It's a beautiful concept. And so when you look at social media and leveraging the fact that you have an opportunity, right, to be a speaker and to drive emotion and clarity and deals and all kinds of real estate transactions. I mean, there are people in real estate that will tell you that 90% of their business comes from social media. And what does everybody do? Oh, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? All right. Let's start with what they don't do. All right. What they don't do is bitch and moan and complain. And I tell you right now, and I know that not a bunch of you guys on here, but I actually have somebody that I know that gets on and complains about traffic, talks about things that really have a relevancy to her audience about that much, right? So we have to find out what is relevant, what is engaging, and people want to be uplifted. People want to be informed. People want, when I talk about engage them, it's like, what do you guys think? Put your comments below, solicit engagement, right? Well, a couple things that we do know, right? So I'm going to tie it back to the whole sponsor thing in a minute, all right? Is what we do know is engaging is travel. We know that everybody's interested in travel. We know that personal development is engaging. We know that personal finances is engaging and relevant to everybody. We know that market updates, an occasional market update, what's going on in the industry. We know that helping people save money in and around their homes through leveraging home service providers is applicable to everybody, right? We know that fitness, health, and wellness, a big relevant topic, right? So if you take those core topics, I'm not saying those will be the only core topics you talk about, but those are the ones you know you can engage people. All right, but don't ask questions that are controversial. What do you guys think about Donald Trump? I love him or hate him. He produced the result, or he's too much of a jackass, or whatever. Because that politics and religion, right? Just stay out of it, okay? And so let me take a step backwards. If you walked into, let's just say, a country club, and let's just say you were a member, okay, at a country club. And there's a group of people all there to socialize at a Friday Scotch League or husbands and wives and everything else, okay? In preparation for that, when you come into that room with your huge pin on that says, Jim Neal, eXp Realty, here to help in any way I can with a lanyard on, right? Of course you wouldn't do that, right? Because your centers of influence would be like, dude, can you not sell? I mean, we're just hanging out, right? We know you're a realtor, right? So when you go into, if you think about social media, and I'm going to tie this all together. I know it seems like I'm going all over the place, but I'm not. When you think about social media, and I want you to think about you going into that party, or you going into that country club, and there's a setting where it's just people. Are you going to lead with, hey guys, really quick, want to let you know I'm a real estate agent, and of course not. You would build rapport with them, right? You would engage them, right? And then naturally the conversation may lead down to the topic of real estate, where they will ask you what's going on, what do you see in the marketplace, and you just show your expertise, right? But these are the mistakes that people are making with social media. Number one, not doing anything, okay? Then you have the vacillator, somebody that says, "Wow, gosh, I don't know what to say," because the same type of person that won't get in front of people, won't get in front of the camera and actually talk to people, and because they feel like, I don't know what I'm going to say, I don't know if people are going to like it, fear of ridicule. Okay, you got to get over that, because you have an opportunity for free. Facebook and Instagram provide these mega vehicles for you to engage people, right? And so let's go back to the Go Look and Wingo show, where they're actually, after engage, there's a, hey guys, we want to let you know about GoDaddy is a blah, 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 right? My point is, another mistake that agents make is not mentioning anything at all about real estate, ever. So you have people, the third person, that's all they talk about. You know, they got their cell phone on. Give me a call. You know, everything I touch turns to sold, right? And all the cheesy comments and, you know, the holding their cats and, you know, and they're constantly putting real estate. Another one sold, right? Another one sold, right? And people just get annoyed with that. They want to know about you. So I wasn't there, but last week at a conference in Vegas, there was a good, very good friend of mine, Dunn, who was there, and she was talking about this woman who was recruited, I guess, oh my God, like hundreds of people in her business. And 100% of it's, or 99% of it's been done through social media, and everybody wants to know, what'd you do? And she said, well, I'll start by telling you what I don't do is just constantly jam, you know, my business down people's throats. I build rapport, I engage people, I stay in front of people, and then they bite on that hook. Once they bite, and I've attracted them, okay? Again, I attracted them, then I educate them. So it's almost like I'm not even selling them. My friends, that is what great salespeople do, right? It never seems like, got them, I bent them up like a Bavarian pretzel, right? The best salespeople attract and they educate. Oh, Michelle Marineri's from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Michelle, can I tell you how bad I want to live where you live? I just, it is God's country down there. You actually get 4 seasons. I get 2. And what a beautiful place. I'm actually looking at buying in Apex here in the next year or so. Because when my 9th grader graduates, I will be heading down to North Carolina for the rest of my life. I just love it there. So in any event, those are some of the mistakes people make. All right. So then the other mistake is not mentioning real estate at all. So you have people that don't do anything. You have people that are always talking about real estate, showing signs of them holding their cell phone to their ear and all the houses that they sold and pictures of houses and everything else. Then you have the people that don't let anyone know, hey, I'm a realtor or I'm a loan originator. I can help you. Right. So what is that happy mix? That happy mix is, if you think about the Golick and Wingo show, and this is where I'm tying all together, you want to engage, and then you have your opportunity to throw the sponsor. You're your own sponsor. You got to get paid. This content isn't free, so to speak, right? But so if you have valuable content and you're engaging people, you have to have these, what I call tags. And I don't have the book in front of me. I thought I did. But Russell Brunson talks about this in his book, .com Secrets. Where he talks about, you know, the fact that you've got to drive people to let them know what you do. So if you think about social media as your channel and you have an opportunity to run your own show, think about you attacking LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook as if this were your show and you're going to engage and entertain. You don't always have to do it by yourself either. You can bring somebody in. You notice that I do the same thing, right? So you have got to let's just take one of those topics, all right? Travel, right? And if you think about the time of year, right? And let's just say it's, you know, January, February timeframe, right? And I'm like, how could I use travel to engage people and grow my real estate business? Well, I'll give you a quick example. And if I got on 3, 2, 1 live, hey guys, it's Pat. I wanted to reach out to you today and talk to you about the topic of travel. As you guys well know, I have 5 kids, right? So, you know, travel is a very expensive proposition when you're talking airfare and flights. And my kids are coming home saying everybody under the sun is going away for spring break. Are we going anywhere for spring break, mom and dad? You know, so over the years, we've really had to look at the numbers because we know that Disney World and all the hotels and the airlines double, sometimes triple their prices, right? So it's like 10 grand to even think about going anywhere, right? So what I'm going to recommend and talk to you guys, if you haven't heard about it, is an app called VRBO. The information is that Vacation Rental by Owner. We use VRBO. We went to Napa. We saved about 50% on travel. We went to Disney World, stayed at the Wyndham Timeshare on Disney's premises. They directly shuttled us to the theme parks. It was a 2 minutes, but it's on the premises. We stayed in a 1,000 square foot, 1,000 square foot, 2-bedroom, beautiful condo. And we saved like literally 80% on our travel. So if you're thinking about travel, take a look at VRBO. I highly recommend them. We've saved a lot of money, and I hope this helps, guys. As far as my real estate business, guys, I've got a really cool listing this week. It's an open house I'm running on 125 Smith Road. The link below is a virtual tour. If you happen to know anybody that's interested, if you'd like to come out and join me, let me know. But the video of that particular house is included on this post, or I'll post it when I hang up. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, have a fantastic day. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. See you, right? So that's just an example of travel, health, and wellness. Hey, guys, I want to talk to you about the topic of health and wellness. And I'm just curious what your thoughts are on the ketogenic diet, on ketosis, on keto, right? Do you think it's healthy? Do you think it's not healthy for you? Certainly, we know people are dropping weight, but studies have shown that people that go keto, that actually stop keto, actually put on more than where they actually started. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. My opinion and my stance is, it's a good jump start to your nutrition plan, just to set your blood right and to get you drop those initial pounds. But over time, I think we should have really pay closer attention to our macros, which include fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. And understanding macros and tracking what is actually going in our body and balancing what our body feels it needs to run at its highest level. There's actually a link below that I've developed my weight loss journey. As you guys know, I lost 41 pounds that really moved me and educated me on the topic of food that I wanted to share with you guys. But that's it for now. I'm anxious to see what your comments and thoughts are. On the real estate side of business, guys, rates are really low. Millennials are getting qualified for all kinds of great products that are out there. If you know of a millennial or somebody that's an empty nester looking to buy or sell, please let me know. Have a great day, guys. Boom. So you see, you understand how it's supposed to roll out, right? So then one would say, well, now I got to think. Yeah, Napoleon Hill wrote the book, Think and Grow Rich. If you want to be rich, you have to think, right? You have to think about what you're going to say, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. People like authentic, right? But if you think about what you're going to say and you take a look at some of those topics, and that second example, I asked the question, what do you guys think about keto? What has worked for you? If there's anything you can share with the group that would be helpful, please let me know. And then all the MLMers are going to put all their stuff in there, right? So, but that's engaging, right? And if you think about it, Golick and Wingo, they have to get up at probably 4:30 in the morning and do their show, but they work for just like 3 to 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. They do very well for a living, and a lot of fun. They're doing what they love to do, and the rest of the day is theirs, right? But if you get in front of your audience once a day, it doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking or earth-shattering. It's just got to be engaging. And you have to have your real estate plug. So if you think about what you can plug, right? It's you're your own sponsor. Your real estate business is sponsoring the content that you're doing daily on Facebook. That's the message I'm trying to share with you, okay? And if you think about that, what are some of the things you can plug? You can plug an update in the market, the fact that you have a new listing and where it is and what the details are if you want to check it out. If there's a workshop or seminar that you want to drive people to, a home buying workshop, etc. You can plug your lender or interest rates or qualifying for a mortgage, right? And work close with your lender on that. I'm sure they would greatly appreciate that. Anything real estate related, right? Or the second scenario is a story, right? So you can say, hey, just last week I have a wonderful story for you guys. This is somebody that didn't think that they were ever going to get approved for a mortgage, that wanted home ownership badly, and blah, 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 blah. And this is what we did for them. This is the approach we took with them. And now you're mixing gratitude in. And I just want to let you, I have a tremendous amount of gratitude. I'm so happy for them because they're in this beautiful home. I'll send you the link in the image below. And they're now homeowners, which they once wouldn't thought was possible. And that's how I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because the feeling I get of helping people with home ownership is just second to none. If you know of anybody that we can help, please let me know, guys. I have a fantastic day. I hope this video was helpful, right? Now, if you started with that, it wouldn't be nearly as effective as if you gave them some kind of value ahead of time. Then the question is it worth it? Do I, thinking about something to say every single day? Well, that's just what the best do. You don't have to do it every day. That's just what the best social media marketers do.